off in a brand new way. In a brand new way. Pop off in a brand new way. On point, yeah, I can't be late. Growing up in a brand new age. Despise me, I'm keeping my distance. On target, I better get missy. They gave up the
Japanese Twitter. I sent the link. Let's get into it, Gemini, bro.
Let's get into it.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
Hey, YouTube, Japanese been on some racist shit. Is this shocking? No. Let's get into it. Crazy intro, but hey, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Hey, let's go.
Let's get it.
Yo, Frezzo here. Just wanted to let you know that PBE's camera, this guy's right here, is gonna have a delay on his camera, so just ignore it. It's probably gonna be the whole video. There's no way I can fix it. I tried to see if I could fix it, but yeah, it's gonna be delayed. Just expect that.
Black people like we're overpowered, unstoppable, highly violent.
We not Viltrumites, nigga.
Japan, we think they're scary.
And that became painfully obvious when Twitter rolled out an auto-translate feature, letting everyone see tweets from all over the world in their native language. Almost instantly, a tweet went viral.
The worst.
That Japanese
Pause it real quick.
people are afraid of.
Oh sorry, God, this was the worst.
Yeah, replay it a little bit because we're gonna talk about that.
We gotta read it. Yeah,
we gotta read that. But what do y'all think about X? Do you think this is gonna be a helpful feature at all with Twitter? Like, Twitter's already a bad place with just Americans on that bit. You think we want to see what other people think of us? Nah, bro. It's where do you think this is gonna end up, dog? Like, no.
But let me read this shit. The number of encounters of black people in my neighborhood is steadily increasing. The skeletal structure in the way their muscles are built on a completely different level from Japanese people. I'm slim, so if I get pinned down, it'll be over for me in seconds. What's it?
You freaky frog! You're a freaky frog!
So good.
We climb in the ranks. In my predictions, my own cause of death, I couldn't have pictured that even few years ago. Things change when you least expect them to.
Bro.
All right, bro.
Bro, they describing us like we some anime villain that's been hibernating.
Like, why is he reading it like, and like he typed it out like how you would like read an anime? The number of encounters with black people in my neighborhood is steadily increasing.
But Gemini, what you think about this, bro? What do you think about this, bro? This description
got me laughing. This shit, bro. The way they said their skeletal structure, and the way their muscles are built.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
All I could think of is Leonardo DiCaprio and Django holding the skull.
God. Oh my God.
That's all I could think of.
Oh my God. Shell said they
Those two notches right there?
Shell said finna start going over there and jump scaring them for fun.
Imagine just walking. See, do y'all know the culture like in Japanese? Japanese culture is like very like quiet. Like when you walk past, you know what I mean. Like you can't even like stand and eat. You know what I mean. You have to like sit down and eat, like, or you can't like walk, or anything like that. You can't be.
Damn, nigga, you can't do shit. Can I breathe?
There's a lot of rules. There's a lot of rules.
You can't bow down too far, a certain way, or and I don't even think it's too far, but you can't bow down a certain way. Like you have to know how to bow, like when you're doing. So it's like just imagine just a black person.
What is this creature?
Walking down the fucking streets of Japan, just chilling, just.
Now I understand that, like, obviously not all Japanese people are.
Yeah, like, obviously. Unfortunately, we gotta keep saying it. We gotta keep saying it. Not all of you guys.
But obviously, we've talked about white supremacy as a system and whole on this channel before. But fuck, what was I gonna say? Y'all got me laughing too much. I'm forgetting what I'm trying to say.
Let's play it until you remember. You might jog your memory.
One eternity later.
I just remembered. Obviously, the history real quick is like, obviously we could take this all the way back. They're kind of xenophobic over there. I'm not saying all of them are, but You know, that is a widely accepted culture over there. And that's, you know, just thinking about World War II in that context, like that like thinking never really died, just the same way how like after Jim Crow, the thinking of like, you know, black people are lesser than hasn't really died in America. Same thing over there. That's all I was trying to say.
Yeah, that sure was a time, wasn't it?
A time to be alive.
We're just like
Oh my god!
Like we're some kind of threat to their existence just because we're naturally.
Shout out to the 7 viewers though.
Black people just modded.
Yeah, thank you.
Were definitely caught off guard.
I'm like, what do you say? Fuck me for?
And they sparked a lot of discourse about
For real.
global anti-blackness,
Forgive me every
stereotypes,
time.
and propaganda.
Japanese people are not oblivious to the projection of racial stereotypes in media. In the 20th century, film
They act like
I would
it.
agree with that.
They act like it though.
Japanese people
Yeah.
identified with the
They
To
try
be
to.
fair, I don't think anybody is oblivious.
Yeah,
to
nobody's oblivious. They'll act dumb like they don't understand what they're saying and try to form it as a question when you really just trying to get
Yeah.
your rhetoric off for real. Like
it. Shit, we get that over on this side of the sea too. Shit,
definitely.
Western adventure films.
And black people from around the world united to respond to that tweet in the funniest way possible.
Wait, pause it
which
real
is
quick, my
why I
bad.
love us.
That is crazy. But
that is crazy.
Shell said no, for real. That's why white people feel comfortable comparing themselves to Japanese, especially when it comes to anime. For real.
And there is something to also be said about like just race as a social construct and how it like whiteness changes over time just like blackness does because these things are so like they're socially constructed, which is why like Irish people weren't considered white until like recently, right? And now they but before they were considered white, they were also marginalized and exploited just like black people were.
But I'm Jew. Welcome to the channel. Please like and share the video. Don't forget to sub. Now, let's get into
That
it. This is
Jujutsu
the tweet
Kaisen
that
clip
kicked
was
all of
crazy.
this
That was
off.
crazy.
The number of encounters with black people in my neighborhood is steadily increasing. Their skeletal structure and the way their muscles are built are on a completely different level from Japanese people. I'm slim, so if I get pinned down, it'd be over in seconds. What? I never imagined that.
Like, what you
violence
mean
will
it'll be
form
over?
climb
Like,
the
what's
range
gonna
of
happen?
predictions of my
Why do you think you would be
I couldn't
pinned?
picture that even a few years ago.
They got some fantasies.
We know why.
They got some
Keep in mind,
fantasies,
This
bro.
was a Japanese tweet from a Japanese account, not expecting black people to actually see it. But as you can see, it went viral. It got 23 million views. It wasn't hit Black Twitter, it was over. The responses out the gate were just hilarious. You're describing us like we're an infantry of Big Dick Randy disciples. What are you talking about? Nigga describing us like we're Viltrumites. And this one actually stuck, especially with what's going on in Invincible right now. Group of white men nukes Japan.
And you know what's crazy? Pause it. Gemini, we was
Yo,
just talking
yo,
about this.
hey,
And you know what's crazy?
this is
The
fact.
Viltrumites is basically the white niggas, bro. Yo, and
We
y'all
are
compare them
not
to
the
us?
Viltrumites.
We the Viltrumites?
And it's crazy too because not only was it a group of
Oh my
whites
gosh.
that dropped nudes, that's not the first time they have fought off white people from trying to colonize.
But y'all mad at us.
Granted, situations were different. I do understand the situation in World War II.
They were like, all right, guys, look,
All black
we'll be your friends. Just keep those black guys away.
Yeah, man, just keep them away.
America drops a nuke on them and is like, hey, we didn't really have to do that, and we did it 2 times. But as long as you stick with the program.
Yep, literally.
Right.
black people are scary. That's pretty much accurate. And really my beef with people that have problems with black people globally. We didn't invade any countries. We didn't colonize anybody. We haven't bombed anybody. We be minding our black business. And on top of that, historically in America, we have been victimized by white society and the federal government for over 400 years.
We are the problem. We have been the problem.
Yo, shout out this guy.
Beating black people, lynching black people, segregation, Jim Crow, the genocide of Native Americans, the Trail of Tears, Asians in internment camps, because how dare an Asian come to America? We have to put him in camps because we have to make sure America stays white. Stealing the land from Mexico, stealing the land from the Native Americans.
Gotta remain pure.
Black people on the Middle Passage. Most of you people don't even know what the hell it is or how many people died.
Japanese people are more.
You know what? And this is so true. Like, this is just a response I've heard in my personal life growing up in a predominantly white area. It's like, oh, but that happened so long ago. And I gotta tell them, like,
bro, we gotta stop it. Like y'all still
You
saying
do
that?
realize my dad is the first generation of Black Americans to have full rights. Like, you do realize that. Like, it was not that long ago. So anybody who thinks it was that long ago, let me just tell you, it was not. All right. My granddaddy grew up in Jim Crow. They tried to lynch him twice. All right.
Crazy.
Not
man.
a long time ago.
I put it like this. We still, so if it was that long ago, why the hell we still having this damn conversation?
Exactly. Why is it still an issue in America, bro?
Talk about it.
Hey, Gemini, I feel like you agree with this. Mind you, the crime rate over there has to do with some of their own men assaulting and saying women more than foreigners.
Yeah. And that's true. Like, perfect segue again. That is a part of that culture.
But y'all
Just
scared
like
of
it's
us?
The same to say. Right.
Y'all scared of us? Okay.
Than the people that nuked them twice. But due to propaganda from a racist government and discriminatory media that has pushed the narrative of black people being violent, dangerous criminals, the whole entire world has issues with us or is afraid of us instead of the people they've been in multiple wars with. And it's important to understand, I guess, the history or the context in which Japanese
and mind you,
see black people.
You know, they were in those wars for the same reason that white people have waged wars across the nation.
The Asian communities wanting to have a closer proximity to whiteness, I guess you kind of get the vibe.
Japanese people are not oblivious to the projection of racial stereotypes in media. In the 20th century, film had representations of the black other where Japanese people identified with the white protagonists of Western adventure films. In 1949 and 1950, Gone with the Wind ranked second and third on Japan's bestsellers list. Japanese theatrical renditions of Gone with the Wind showcase blackface performances. It can be argued that blackface in Japan is seen as an homage or appreciation for black people. However, a lot of it is racial violence that mimics American and European blackface. Then came the influence of television. This became a new medium for American-produced media to continue and perpetuate the myth of white America and black people appearing in a limited and stereotypical capacity.
And that's what we called soft power on the global stage, right? When, like, and Japan has a lot of soft power, right? Like with anime, sushi, those things being pushed as far globally as possible. So, you know, you could sympathize with that. You know, you could sympathize with Japanese people more. And it's the same thing. America has perpetuated this propaganda across the whole fucking planet.
In a 1991 study, 2,219 foreigners appeared on Japan's 5 major networks. 84.9% of these foreigners were white. Black people accounted for 4.5%. These commercials emphasized a very positive representation of white people, while black people were reduced to hypersexuality and stereotypes. Now, in modern Japan, black faces are seen on TV as musicians, entertainers, rappers, athletes, etc.
From that point on,
Mr. Popo,
JJK jokes from black people. How Japanese see us. First,
Jinx in Pokemon.
I'm saving this one. But facts, that's basically how they
That's
describe
funny
us.
as
Like,
shit.
we are Viltrumites.
That's probably gonna be the
just by
thumbnail.
existing. Which makes me wonder, what is the average size of a Japanese man? The average height of a Japanese man is approximately 5'7". The average weight of 17-year-old boys is approximately 137 pounds. In the United States, the average black male is approximately 5'9" and between 198 to 201 pounds. So yeah, naturally, we're larger people than the Japanese, but it's not that much of a difference.
Yeah,
for
it's
them
not
to
that
see
much
us
of a
as some
difference.
dangerous monstrosities walking toward them. Black
We not
people look at
conquest,
the
nigga.
Japanese person. He's drinking endless, but it is so accurate. The way their muscles are built are on a completely different level. Japanese
Nigga say we
people
walking
see a
around
black
like
person
Thrag.
walking down the street. Check this out.
And I just find that so weird that, like, there's bodybuilders in Japan. Like, there's bodybuilders everywhere.
Literally.
Like, I'm sure you've seen somebody in Japan on
I definitely
some
have.
level.
Why you ain't scared of them?
Yeah, exactly.
This Japanese woman in Japan, there's barely any black people there. Where do you think she learned how to talk like this? Racist narratives about black people have always been populated and they've always preceded us. I remember this clip.
Hey.
It's talking about going to Vietnam.
Zoe just said some shit that's so real, but they ain't afraid of the culture, though. They scared of the culture.
They'll steal that real quick.
Yeah. Yeah, K-pop.
They'll steal that real quick. They'll be like, "Oh, I like this swag. Let me take that." But you stay over there. Don't hit me.
Yeah,
though.
but you scary though.
You scary though.
I sure hope nobody pins me down.
I beg your pardon?
You ever realize the weird, like, psychosexual tension with racist people?
They be having these fucking fantasies, bro. I'm telling you.
Oh, the N-word.
True.
They're like, how would they even know the N-word?
They come over here, they get, all right, a Vietnamese girl. She called me a nigger. A nigger, a Vietnamese girl. I know it's not part of their language. Can't nobody tell me that's part of their language. But I'm gonna go over here. The beast, you know that. They don't like us. They say we start.
And it's a shame because, you know, black people were rooting for the Vietnamese during the Vietnam War. It's a shame that some of them felt that way.
Trouble. Now who done put this stuff in their mind?
The JJK references all been on point too. What a Japanese person think a black person would do to them if they slightly offend them? Sukuna taking off heads is Shibuya.
Spoiler for Gemini a little bit, but
it's true. I've seen this.
What Japanese
seen the
people
clip?
think when they see a black person?
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure I watched it. The first season.
But they're fast.
nah, that's season 2, bro.
From my perspective, I think they're fast.
Oh.
Kind of a little bit scary.
Yeah,
Okay,
you got spoiled a little bit,
when I was
but
a child,
you'll forget
when I was
it.
in elementary school, junior high school, there are no black people in Shibuya or in.
I'm not forgetting that.
You go forget.
Black people there. But
I mean, once you see it, you gonna remember it.
Like I don't go elementary school, junior high school, there are no black people in Shibuya or in Roppongi. If you go out at night, there's so many black people there. But you know, like when I was a kid, like I don't go out. But like if you go to Takeshita Dori in Harajuku, there are some black people trying to sell watch, like hand watch, and they're kind of like trying to sell the watch like aggressively. And that was only
aggressively
my impression for black people when I was a child. So maybe that's why.
Okay.
They're also kind, but their way to say
Pause it real quick.
kind of aggressive.
So
they're probably just not used to it. But
this stems from what I was just talking about, how in Japan they're used to people being soft and quiet and this and that. And be honest, in our culture, we're definitely loud.
Yeah,
we are
not
100%. We are 100%.
But we're also
we're
I
nice,
wouldn't even say
but
that's
we're nice.
An attribute of just black culture. I would say that's just American culture too. Like,
American culture,
Americans
you know what I'm saying?
But I guarantee you,
very,
Gemini. I
We're
guarantee
loud.
you, if it was a white person doing that, they wouldn't have no issue.
Yeah, and that's true. And that is true.
Yes, you know what I mean. But they all, and I think it's just they hear about, you know, what I mean, like, you know, they have media as well, and they hear about what goes on.
They fall for the
You know,
propaganda the white people be.
they fall for
you
the-
know, spewing out.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The they fall for the what?
The propaganda that these white people just put out for, you know, everybody to see. You know, these black
That's
people,
brother.
they're so. Look, you guys don't want them in your country, man. Look, yeah, they're gonna fuck your shit up, bro. Like, I feel like that's
Cheryl
another
said, "I make
tactic they use. What you
Yeah.
gonna say?
Chef said, "I make Hispanic people look terrible over there. I'm overly loud."
She also talks about the whole like Chicano dress like style and how like they kind of don't realize how
They, like,
not
stealing
only,
everything.
appropriate black culture, but they also appropriate.
And they
Mexican
definitely
culture
don't
as
like
well.
giving credit where credit is due, but they like taking a lot of
Yeah.
stuff.
The cycle continues to be perpetuated because like the default is racist.
Yep.
Like the default is that. So unfortunately, whether they're cognizant of it or not, you know, them just like white people in America are gonna feel some type of way.
Yep. That's
You
the
know?
default settings, you know?
That's why I felt scary. I never got to talk with them until I turned 20 in my life. And then actually when I went to Tanzania for the first time when I was in university, I was so scared. There are no Asians. And even I didn't see any like white people there. There are only black people. And I was like, this is so scary. I don't know. I just felt so scary. And people at the airport.
I find it so funny too that like Japanese people don't recognize that they segregate themselves despite like actively trying to be like an isolated part of the world.
Yeah.
But they don't recognize that they don't make the connection. You know what I'm saying? It's very similar to like white supremacy in America.
Had a gun, and I never
It's
seen
just
gun
with
in my life.
the
So I was
Japanese
like,
people.
this is
Hey y'all, Frezzo back here. Unfortunately, the rest of the video got corrupted during the stream. I think I'm gonna have to start recording the streams while we streaming in order to, you know, save some footage. A big chunk of the footage got cut, but we was just shouting out basically the white people that actually fuck with us and actually show support to our cause. You know what I'm saying? We just been pretty much giving credit where credit is due on some shit. You know what I'm saying? Though, because obviously we got to say this every video. Like, of course, not every person is like this, and we're not trying to diss nobody. YouTube, before you get on our ass, we're not bullying or anything. We're just coming at the people who's coming at us in a racially way. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, y'all, I can't talk right now. I'm editing this shit late as shit. But my bench was supposed to drop this. But yeah, big chunk of the video was corrupted. Appreciate y'all if y'all stayed this long into the vid. But we just got a few more points to make at the end of it. You know, just our overall stance on everything. But I appreciate y'all watching. If y'all like this video, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And enjoy this last bit of the footage that I do have. Shout out to the people the white people that understand we're not talking about all of y'all.
Yeah.
Like, bruh, come on.
Shout out to the white people that understand that there is a culture that defines their default to be this way, and that it is their job to deconstruct that.
We definitely seen a few comments, but can't wait to see the comments on this video.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care. Let me tell you, we don't care.
But y'all enjoy the video. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and all that good stuff. And shout out to the stream, man. You know, shout out to the people that stayed on the stream. Shout out Shills and all that. Everybody else that showed up.
Shout out.
We out. See y'all next Friday.
Heard you